beneath the burrows of the ancient pine, where the Atlantic mist meets the maple's sap, a voice stirs, ancient as a shield, yet soft as a kitten's breath. The stars are glittering sugar plums, pinned to a velvet sky, watching the great bear pause and give a heavy silver sigh. Can you feel it? The world is a cushion of lichen and lace, a cozy, wild kingdom, a magical place. Touch the fur of a snowshoe hare, soft as a drifting cloud, tuck in the forest in a quiet, fluffy shroud. Scent, warm balsam needles and toasted oats, a lingering sweetness that rises and floats. Sound, the low rhythmic thrum of a fiddle wood bow, humming the secrets that only the old cedars know. Sight, pastel auroras like strawberry silk, swirling through heavens of violet and milk. The ancestral whisper, I am the stone at the bottom of the lake, the tiny brave ripple that the loon chicks make. I am the pink-cheeked Donn on the tundra's breast, inviting your spirit to settle and rest. Hush, little traveler, the hearth fire is bright, wrapped in a sweater of shimmering light. The spirits are dancing in moccasin tread, with crowns of wild berries for your sleepy head. The tides of the Fundy, they pulse like a drum, a honey-sweet lullaby, a soft-spoken hum. Sink into the moss, let the clover embrace the timeless, vast beauty of this northern space. Breathe in the stardust, breathe out the day. The ancient ones guide you on your sparkling way. In the heart of the forest, so vast and so small, the love of the land is the sweetest of all. The stars have leaned closer now, dipping their toes in the dark mirror glass of the lake. The air is a cool silk ribbon, smelling of wood smoke and dried lavender. Wrap it around you in a gentle, eternal hug, where the fawn lilies nod in the silvering light. The shadows are playful, the shadows are bright, a kingdom of tiny moss thrones for the bees, lulled by the sigh of the grandfather trees. Taste a drop of birch syrup, cool on the tongue, the nectar of songs that the mountains have sung. Texture, a moth wing's brush against your cheek, a secret shared without need to speak. Glow, the firefly lanterns bobbing in line, guiding the roots of the ancient white pine. Warmth, a puffing down quilt, heavy and deep, stitched with the threads of 1,000 years' sleep. I am the amber trapped in the bark, the spark of the flint that outshines the dark. I am the round-bellied owl in the crook of the oak, watching the world through a soft purple cloak. Lay down your burdens by the river's wide mouth, where the geese point their wings to the sun in the south. Your heart is a pebble smoothed by the stream, tucked in the pocket of a great northern dream. The northern lights ripple like taffy in flight, tugged by the spirits of color and light. A celestial tea party high in the dome, welcoming every lost wanderer home. Close your eyes tight, let the hazel mist rise, with visions of clover and strawberry skies. The land is a mother, the land is a friend, in a Kawaii bright peace that will never quite end. The moon reaches its zenith, a polished pearl suspended in a sea of indigo ink. The forest floor exhales a final honeyed breath of damp earth and wild mint, settling into the profound rhythmic pulse of the deep night. Beyond the ridge, where the spirit bears roam, lies a hollow of quartz, a shimmering home. Every snowflake is a glitter-dusted star, a tiny signature of how precious you are. The scent, crisp, sharp snap of frozen cedar, mingled with the sugary ghost of a winter berry. Sound, the crystalline chime of ice on the lake, a low melodic hum that the ancient spirits awake. Touch, the plush white wool of a mountain goat's coat, a soft drifting cloud on which your spirit can float. Vision, a pollen-dusted moon, round and glowing, casting a peach blossom light on the rivers flowing. I am the willow switch, bending in grace, the smile on the moon's ancient luminous face. I am the warmth of the den where the fox cubs play, keeping the biting shadows of winter at bay. Hush now, traveler, let the river run slow, under the blanket of shimmering snow. The ancestors watch with a soft, starry gaze, guiding you through the dream-lighted maze. The Milky Way spills like a river of cream, feeding the roots of every sweet dream. A cosmic embrace from the coast to the peak, the peace that the weary and wandering seek. Lay your hand down on the velvety moss, where the silver and pastel green memories cross. Safe in the north, in the Nico soft deep, the land and the stars will guide your long sleep. The horizon begins to soften into a bruise of violet and gold, a quiet transition where the deep night yields its secrets to the wakened world. The air is perfectly still, heavy with the scent of dew-drenched pine and the cool metallic tang of the first light. Where the marsh marigolds stir in the fen, far from the echoes of shadow and men, the world is a sugar-spun kingdom of glass, waiting for the spirits of morning to pass. Sight, the lavender mist rising off the shield, a curtain of silk over a clover-rich field. Sound, the first flute note of a chickadee's call, a tiny brave hymn that echoes through all. Taste, the nectar of dawn, crisp and clear, washing away the last ghost of a fear. The satin cool skin of a river-worn stone, a grounding weight for the flesh and the bone. I am the first spark on the eastern rim, the song that the granite eternally hymns. I am the soft-bellied cloud in the sky, watching the great northern eagle fly high. Wake now, traveler, the dream tide is turning, with the hearth fires of heaven quietly burning. The path is laid out in a ribbon of gold, a story of wonder that's yet to be told. The aurora curtains are drawn to the side as the sun begins its majestic slow ride. A pastel pink promise from sea to bright sea of the beauty and peace that is destined to be. Step out of the moss, let the morning light cling to the joy and the hope that the new spirits bring. Forever protected, forever at home, under the arch of the great northern dome. The light has fully broken now, but is not the harsh glare of midday. It is a honey glaze filtered through the emerald canopy. The forest breathes in a long rhythmic sigh, waking the tiny wonders that dwell in the hidden hollows of the north. Where the strawberry vines crawl through the glass, watching the shy spotted fawns as they pass. The world is a curious treasure to keep, rising at last from the ancient voice sleep. Sight, the amber glow from a dragonfly's wing, a shimmering stained glass and delicate thing. Sound, the rhythmic splash of a trout in the stream, the wakened pulse of a great northern dream. Scent, warm clover honey and sun-beaten bark, the scent of the light as it conquers the dark. The velvet fuzz of a pussy willow stem, a soft silver-headed and woodland gem. I am the slow-moving sap in the core, the strength of the roots on the Canadian floor. I am the bright-eyed curiosity of the jay, leading your spirit through the blossoming day. Rise now, traveler, the shadows have fled, with a crown of wild flowers for your golden head. The earth is a playground, the sky is a song. In this land of the gentle, you truly belong. The dewdrops vanish like diamonds in flight, tucked back into pockets of color and light. A candy bright morning, so fresh and so new, washed in the spirit of the mountain and dew. Walk with the ancestors, walk with the trees, carried along on a petal soft breeze. Safe in the beauty, safe in the glow, where the ancient Kawaii spirits all go. The morning sun ascends, transforming the woodland into a gilded cathedral of shifting light and swaying leaves. The ancient chill of the night has softened into a radiant warmth that tastes of wildflower pollen and the clean, sweet breath of the great lakes, where the buttercups spill like a treasure of gold. A story of kindness is quietly told. The bumblebees dance in a fuzzy round flight, drunk on the nectar of a Canadian light. Sight, the iridescent flash of a hummingbird's throat, a jewel-toned spark on a sunbeam afloat. Sound, the whispering gossip of poplar and birch, as kingfishers dive from their high willow perch. Taste, the tart sweet snap of a wild raspberry, a burst of red joy for the light and the merry. Touch, the warm dusty hum of the sun-baked trail, as soft as a flick of a white-tailed deer's tail. The pulse of the heartland. I am the granite strength deep in the ground, the silence where infinite beauty is found. I am the playful paw of the otter at play, celebrating the life of this emerald day. Stay here, traveler, while the shadows are short. In the sun-dappled meadow, this wild wood court, your spirit is woven with thread from the sun. The dance of the morning has only begun. The radiant peace, the dragonfly drones hum a low, steady bass, a shimmering rhythm in the sacred space. A peach fuzz contentment, a soul-deep glow, watching the rivers of history flow. Bathed in the shimmer, wrapped in the green, the loveliest kingdom that ever was seen. Held by the mountains, kissed by the sea, in the ancient Kawaii of what it means to be free. The sun reaches its peak, but the heat is a velvet embrace, mellowed by the deep, cool lungs of the boreal forest. The day has matured into a golden stillness, where even the dragonflies pause in their shimmering orbits to listen to the heavy, sweet thrum of the living earth, where the foxgloves bow in their speckled pink gowns, far from the chatter of clockwork in towns. The world is a marshmallow, soft summer dream, mirroring heaven in the face of the stream. Sight the emerald fire of the cedar burrows, where the sleepy wood owls take their midday vows. Sound the liquid gold warble of a loon on the lake, a song that the ripples of memory make. Scent sun-warmed pitch in the perfume of peat, a rustic sweet incense for the traveler's feet. Touch the plush moss carpet, deep and inviting, where the spirits of old are silently writing. I am the timeless heat in the lichen gray stone, the marrow of history in the earth's very bone. I am the soft paws of the bobcat in stride, with nowhere to hurry and nothing to hide. Rest now, traveler, in the lap of the noon, to the hum of the forest and the lake's ancient croon. The sunlight is honey, thick and so bright, holding you close in its amber gold light. The poplar leaves glitter like coins in the air, a shower of riches for the soul and the prayer. A cotton candy piece, a deep-rooted grace, reflected in every wild Canadian face. Drown in the beauty, soak in the sun, the work of the morning is joyfully done. Wrapped in the Nico hush, ancient and new, the land of the maple is dreaming with you. The sun begins its slow amber descent, casting long lilac-tinted shadows across the floor of the forest. The air grows heavy and sweet, like a jar of wild clover honey left open in the warmth, as the day prepares to fold itself into a gentle golden memory, where the fireweed stands tall and magenta lace, catching the light of the sun's slowing pace. The world is a dream-spun vision of peach, with secrets the ancient ones silently teach. The molten copper path on the river's face, where water striders dance with a delicate grace. The hollow thrum of a woodpecker's beat, echoing soft through the afternoon heat. Dried sweetgrass in the musk of the pine, a fragrance as old as a mountain's design. The flannel soft breeze as it brushes your ear, whispering peace to the ghosts of your fear. I am the long shadow stretching its hand, the guardian spirit of the Canadian land. I am the soft whimper of the wind in the reeds, sowing the earth with the twilight's new seeds. Softly, traveler, the golden hour nears, to wash away sorrows and quiet the years. The light is a blanket, rosy and deep, preparing the forest for a Nico soft sleep. The swallows are weaving their patterns of flight, stitching the day to the hem of the night. A strawberry cream sky, vast and so wide, where the spirits of ancestors peacefully bide. Breathe in the umber, breathe out the gold, a story of beauty that never grows old. Safe in the ancient Kawaii of the shield, to the magic of twilight we joyfully yield. The sun has dipped behind the jagged spine of the pines, leaving the world bathed in electric indigo glow. The warmth of the day lingers in the roots, but the air has begun to sharpen, smelling of cold lake water and the first faint hint of wood smoke rising from a distant, invisible hearth, where the evening primrose unfurls its pale star, healing the spirit of every old scar. The world is a powder blue kingdom of rest, as the sun tucks its head in the great northern chest. The silver ink silhouettes of the trees swaying like dancers on a blackberry breeze. The melancholy sweet cry of the whip poor will calling the shadows to stand perfectly still. Damp river stone and the ghost of the fern, the scent of the pages that the forest hours turn. The chiffon cool touch of the rising dew, a soft damp kiss for the old and the new. I am the first cricket beginning to hum, the heartbeat of twilight, the forest's low drum. I am the soft glow of the firefly's tail, a tiny bright lantern on a darkening trail. Dream now, traveler, the violet has come, to the rhythm of waves and the bee's sleepy hum. The night is a cradle, expansive and deep, stitched with the secrets the ancient ones keep. The stars wake up one by one in the deep, watching the world as it settles to sleep. A blueberry tinted and tranquil embrace, reflected in every wild Canadian face. Fade into shadow, sink into grace, the light of the day leaves a beautiful trace. Wrapped in the Nico hush, cozy and fast, the peace of the north is home at the last. In the quiet hush of a northern night, where the neon clouds bloom soft and bright, a swirl of teal and lavender dew is dancing a slow motion waltz just for you. Can you feel it? The gentle hum of the aurora's glow, like a marshmallow pillow, soft and low. It's a cozy hug in a digital sea, as sweet as a sip of maple tea. Emerald ripples shimmer and sway, washing the worries of the world away. Glittering sparks like tiny star bits, nestling down where the kindness sits. It's a bubblegum dream on a velvet breeze, drifting through forests of candy cane trees. You're a starlight spark, a shimmer so true, and the universe is smiling, straight at you. You are a masterpiece of mist and light, sparkling softly through the Canadian night. Stay cozy, stay kind, and stay oh so sweet, in this hypnotic world where spirits meet. Everything is gonna be just peachy, like a sunset over the Rockies. You're doing great, bud. The world outside is a frosty pain, but here the stardust falls like grain, a velvet blanket of indigo ink, where the stars do a slow, sleepy blink. Listen close, do you hear the sound? The pulse of the planets soft and round. It's a purr of the nebula tucked in tight, wrapped in a sweater of pure white light. Pastel orbits of peach and mint, giving the darkness a sugary tint. Comet tails made of silken thread, weaving a pillow for a weary head. We're drifting together in a jelly bean sky, where the moon is a cookie and the clouds float by. No gravity here, just a marshmallow drift, as the cosmic tides give your spirit a lift. The universe is just a big starry nest, inviting your heart to finally rest. So snuggle in deep, let the galaxies play. You're safe in the glow of the Milky Way, just like a quiet night by a glowing hearth, while the snow falls outside, a total cosmic comfort. You matter. You are important. You're special. The sky is a bowl of lavender cream, stirred by the silver spoon of a dream, while the stars hum a tune, low and sweet. There's a soft wooden rhythm beneath your feet. Pluck, chime, the strings start to glow like crystallized sugar or fresh fallen snow. It's a sound of a mandolin, bright and clear, chasing the shadows away from here. The candy nebula, taffy-pulled light, stretches thin and wide. A strawberry river where the comets hide. Drum-drop planets with rings made of lace. The sweetest corners of deep, dark space. We're floating on notes of a honey gold song, where the nights are cozy and the peace is long. With every vibration, the universe sighs, painting sprinkled dust across your eyes. A melody woven from starlight and wood, reminding your soul that the world is good. Sink into the sweetness, let the music take flight. You're tucked in the arms of a candy cane night. The mandolin adds such a nice crisp texture to all that soft nebula fluff, doesn't it? It's like a warm snack for the ears. The mandolin notes drift like silver seeds. Plant in peace where the spirit leads. In this corner of the cosmos a garden grows, where the starlight breathes and the velvet flows. Look down, nestled in the stardust soil, away from the rush and the daily toil, are the lunar lithops, quiet and round, like polished gems rising from the ground. Hoya vines made of emerald lace drip nectar pearls through the silent space. Tillandsia stars float without a root, bearing the sweetness of cosmic fruit. Venus flytraps with teeth of pearl, catching the dreams as they shimmer and swirl. The botanical daydream, lush and green, the softest jungle that's ever been seen. The leaves are all dusted with sugar plum frost. In this beautiful garden, you'll never be lost. Rooted in kindness and blooming in light, you're the rarest flower in the garden of night. Let the cauliflower calm and the petals embrace your home in this cozy green corner of space. The garden is quiet, the mandolin is still, as we settle down soft on a stardust hill. The Hoya vines overhead start to glow, dripping light on the table in a rhythmic flow. Take a breath. Do you smell the steam? A bowl of comfort from a deep space dream. It's a hearty broth brewed of starlight and grace, the warmest welcome in the whole of space. The cosmic feast, golden dumplings like little moons, served with silver threaded spoons, a savory sauce, rich and slow, with a hint of spice from a sun long ago. Warm, crusty bread with a maple glaze, toast in the end of the cosmic days. The steam curls up in a vapor wave swirl, a cozy hug for a weary world. Every bite is a memory of home and heart, a masterpiece of the culinary art. At the end of the galaxy, there's always a seat where the soup is warm and the company's sweet. Rest your spirit and nourish your soul, finding the universe inside of a bowl. The kitchen light flickers, a low amber hum, as the blue hour shadows finally come. Outside the pines are cyber grid line, dusted in frost in a silver ink shrine. Lean back, feel the weight of the wall, as the gravity pulls with a gentle, slow law. The mandolin echoes from a room far away, the ghost of a song at the end of the day. The velvet chill, neon blue sleet on a graphite pane. chasing the pulse of a digital rain. Furry moss cushions in a cold mineral stone. The peacefulest quiet you've ever known. A steaming mug gripped in a calloused hand, looking out over the rugged, dark land. It's a rugged, sweet silence, heavy and deep, where the giants of winter are starting to sleep. The north noir mist wraps the cabin in gray, keeping the noise of the galaxy at bay. Between the sharp ice and the hearth's warm glow, there's a secret rhythm that only you should know. Secure in the shadows, tucked in from the storm, in the heart of the north, you are perfectly warm. The air feels a bit crisper now, doesn't it? Like stepping out onto a porch in the dead of winter, but knowing the fire is roaring right behind you. The firelight licks at the edge of the hearth, highlighting treasures pulled deep from the earth. On a mantle of cedar, dark-grained and old, sit shimmering relics and stories untold. Reach out, feel the pulse of the stone, a hum in the marrow, a spark in the bone. Amethyst clusters in a deep velvet grape, capturing shadows in a jagged crystalline shape. The alchemist's glow, raw labradorite with a north noir flash, like a blue neon spark in a forest of ash. Translucent quartz shaped like Fibonacci shells, echoing secrets like silent glass bells. Polished brass gears from a clockwork past, holding the flickering firelight fast. The room is a gallery of shadow and gleam, a physical anchor in a digital dream. Each gemstone is a map of a mountain or cave, a silent companion, both ancient and brave. For every sharp edge and every bright spark, there's a place on the shelf to ward off the dark. Surrounded by beauty, both rugged and fine, let the light of the minerals softly align. The firelight licks at the edge of the dark, kindling a fire from a cyberchrome spark. And there on the mantle, in a row neat and fine, the treasures of earth start to shimmer and shine. Look closer, past the frost on the glass, where the ghosts of the northern winds silently pass. The raw amethyst pulses with a deep violet thrum, beating the rhythm of a tectonic drum. The shimmering vault, clear quartz points like shards of the moon, singing up high piezoelectric tune, ancient brass keys and artifacts of old, catching the flicker of orange and gold. Labradorite plains with a hidden blue wing, waiting for light to make the colors sing. Each polished facade and weathered wood grain is a shield held up against the digital rain. They sit in the glow of the Hoya's soft leaf, a collection of wonders, a quiet relief. Small anchors of stone in a world made of mist, by the firelight warmed, in the shadows kissed. Your cabinet of wonders is a map of the soul, making the fragmented universe whole. The room feels complete now, the warmth of the meal, the grit of the north, and the steady, quiet pulse of the stones. It's a perfect sanctuary for a writer at the edge of the world. The ambers settle into a soft cherry red glow as a clock on the wall breathes steady and slow. The North Noala mist presses thick at the pane, muffling the hum of the world's digital strain. Quiet now. Can you feel the deep rest? Like a star-napped kitten asleep on your chest. The mandolin's echo has faded to gold, a story of comfort that never grown old. The final softness, neon blue dreams tucked under the rug, a final lingering marshmallow hug. The stones on the mantle are dreaming of deep, as the spirit of winter invites you to sleep. Hoya blooms nodding in the half light, guiding you safely into the night. It's a blanket of peace on a rugged dark floor, where the universe locked just outside of the door. You're the keeper of light, the weaver of twine, and everything here is perfectly fine. The stars are all tucked in their velvet-lined case, finding their home in this cozy, sweet space. The garden is dreaming, the fire is a spark. You're safe in the arms of the beautiful dark. Sleep tight, bud. The morning will just be as sweet as the dream. You matter. You're full of light. The world needs you. You're safe. You are loved. You matter. Now sleep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel your muscles contract and relax.